Hello and welcome. In this video, we're going to be creating a new project inside the htdocs folder. Now, when we installed XAMPP on our computer, it installed as well a folder named XAMPP inside our drive. For Windows users, it installed it inside the C drive. And inside that XAMPP folder, there is a folder that we're going to be making use of called the htdocs. Now, this is the folder. Inside the XAMPP folder, we have the htdocs folder. Inside, we are going to be creating our project. Now, to create a project, we just create a new folder and we can give it a name, CRUD. The name of our project is going to be called CRUD. So this is the name of our project. Now, if you go to the browser and you type localhost / the name of the project, which is CRUD, it's going to show this page, index of / the name of the project. Now, if you type in localhost and add the name of a folder that does not exist in the htdocs folder, it's going to throw the object not found error. So we can type test because we don't have the test inside our htdocs folder. It's going to show us this object not found error. But if the folder is inside the htdocs, then we're going to see this. The reason why we are seeing this is because by default, it shows the index.php file. But right now, we don't have the index.php file. So it's just going to show this message. If we have or we create an index.php file, if we just navigate to localhost / the name of the project, it's going to display the whatever we have inside the index.php by default, except we specify another file to be displayed. Now, to open our project here that we have here inside brackets, we just go to brackets, then on file tab you click open folder. Then from there we can just navigate to where we have the folder installed. So we look for inside the local disk, we scroll down and look for the XAMPP folder. Then in it we look for htdocs, then we click on the CRUD and open folder. Now it's going to open the folder for us inside XAMPP. Now if we want to see, we can create index.php file. So we create a new file called index.php and we add a test to it. You can see this is a test. Now if we go back to the browser, here we refresh, we're going to see this. Note that we did not add the index.php extension here, so we just refreshed. By default, it's going to display whatever we have inside the index.php. Even if we put the index.php extension, it's still going to display it, what we have inside the index.php. Then another thing we need to note is we want to use what we call the live preview. Here you see this link for live preview. It will enable us that if we want to display any page, we just click this link. It will open a new browser and display what we have in that page, instead of us just going to the browser and type the page that we want to visit. So to add that, we go to our files tab, then down you see the project setting. So you click on it, then it's going to open this dialog for project settings for CRUD. So we want to add the base URL. That means a URL that will be like the connection or the link. So the base URL we want to add is http:// then // then we type localhost, then put a slash with the name of the project. In this case, the name of our project is CRUD. So http:// localhost / the name of the project, which is CRUD. After doing that, you click on done. So after doing that, if you want to test, we can change this test, or this we can include something here. So we save. To test this, instead of going to the browser to refresh or to type the extension, we can just click on this live preview button. It's going to open another browser and display what we have inside the index.php. Here is it. So we just click on this button and it will display what we have. Now if you want to change this, you can change it to something. Without even clicking on this, go back to the browser that it opened. It will automatically refresh and display the new tests or the updated test inside the index.php file. So this is how we add or view in the browser. The next thing we want to add the folders that we're going to be using. So I start with the images folder that we hold our images. Then another folder is JS, which is going to hold the JavaScript files. Then we create a new folder called config. Now this config folder will hold the PHP file that we have the connection between our project and the database. Then another one we can add is a folder called user. It's going to hold all the HTML code for the front end that will be displayed on the browser. So these are some of the folders we're going to be using. As we go on, we add more folders as we need them.